Hello everybody, good evening or good afternoon wherever you're at. So Najumu here and welcome back to IWAKURA ARIA. So every time we get to play a good chunk of this visual novel, we get to learn some new things, many new things. And some of these new things are very, very apparent. Yeah, especially when it comes to like the Iwakura household. So we eventually managed to learn that, well, Amane and Arya are not blood related. No, it was actually Amane was actually her caretaker, and her late father actually delegated the Iwakura estate to him because he trusts him the most. But as we have seen, this, this very regal, very well-mannered gentleman is not all what it seems. He's not all what it seems. So he seems to like to go to pubs for some reason with hostesses in them. He seemed to be angry when his secretary came late for him so that he would do somewhat illicit activities. And then there's this whole deal of him being so eager when it comes to Arya and, basically injuring her in order to get the blood that he needs in order to serve his cult, all on the excuse that they are both children of God for some reason. And Ichiko is not liking this one bit, understandably enough. And well, we're gonna have to wait and see how the story proceeds from there. But with that said, looking at the chat, we have Rayquaza. Hello. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Alrighty, let's get to it. And let's continue from where we stopped. Load. There we go. We'll load it from here. It was a still afternoon. Starry hairs clung to my sweaty skin. The setting sun refused to take the heat with it. Only the palms of my hands were cool, despite me managing Miss Arya's arms. Just give me a second. Just lower the audio a little bit. Sorry about the Windows noise. Let me get everything up. Just give me a second. There we go. Well, Arya seems to be okay. Well, she had a pretty big gash on her back. I'd be surprised if she says she's alright, despite saying that she doesn't feel pain anymore, and that her injuries heal.
背中平気よ。少し重かっただけ。背骨が痛むほどではないから安心して。
Come on, Arya. You can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing this. Arya then lifted herself up and let out a small yawn. I'm so stupid. Spent half the day thinking about this and that. Now here I am getting things wrong from the start. She stared idly out of the window, combing her fingers through her hair. They passed easily through her silky, untangled strands, which fell gracefully down upon her chest. Her back isn't bloody, and the bed isn't stained. Huh? Well, that's strange. Her perfectly clean white dress made me feel utterly delusional, like I hadn't just witnessed those horrible things the night before. No, I'm not delusional, though. The wounds on her back were no doubt still there, hidden under her dress. Miss Arya let out a sound, as though she'd remember something, and lifted the hem of her skirt up above her knees. There were many layers of bandages and gaze wrapped around her thigh. All of these should have been removed yesterday morning. Huh? This is Mr. Amane's doing.
もう届いた頃かしら。え？昨晩お父様とお守りを作ったの。信徒が亡くなって特別なお守りがいくつも必要になったから。瓶を授与品袋に入れるのは私の役目なのに、途中で気を失ってしまったみたい。ちゃんと届いているといいのだけれど。
Apparently you lost consciousness midway. That is... I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Amane definitely did something to you. See, so that's what Mr. Amane called her away for. She feels no pain. She didn't even know about the wounds on her back. She thought she passed out in the middle of making amulets and felt bad that she lost consciousness. Yeah, see, because she can't feel any pain, Amane is 100% taking advantage of, like, touting that she is the child of God because, you know, no pain, she heals fast. He said, you know what? Who cares, right? I'll just like siphon as much blood as I can, and then the next morning she'll be hunky-dory. She'll be perfectly fine. Oh man, what a deceitful and probably disgusting person he is. This is so horrible. I feel like I'm going to puke, but I can't. I have to keep it a secret. I can't possibly tell her something so terrible. Well, can you blame her, though? Hiya, Pearl. Hello. Mm.
あの時は機嫌が悪かったの。正直に言うと、パーティーはすごく疲れる。二度と会うことのない人たちといつかの話をするのが本当はすごく嫌い。 虚しいでしょ。それで苛立って
She's
同じよう
alive?
にあなたに当たった。
Yeah, she is. She is. And I'm feeling like she's being taken advantage of by Amane. Ichiko knows that her back has been like had a big gash thanks to pretty much Amane, but she's keeping it a secret for now. Oh man. Poor Arya.
だからあの時私が言ったことはもう全部忘れてちょうだい。あんな勢い任せの言葉なんかに真に受ける価値はないわ。
そうでしょうか。じゃあおととい応接室で言ったことは？
おととい何か言ったかしら。気を失う前のことはもう。でもそれだってきっと。
Huh? Does she have like temporary amnesia from whatever things that Amani is doing to her? The blood siphoning?
嘘、覚えてますよね。だってお嬢様怒ってたもん。パーティーから3日経ってもまだ怒ってた。
Or she could be lying.
だから今それを謝っているんじゃない。
それがおかしいんです。どうして謝るんですか？私が悪いのに。私が子供でバカだったからなのに。
バカって今2回言った？
だってバカなんだもん。パーティーの時も自分が何を言われてるのかわからなくて、お嬢様が刺されてやっと。でもそれまで全然わかんなくて。私は自分の気持ちばっかりで、誰かがお嬢様を見る目とかそういうのを気にするだけで、体も心も自分とは違うんだからっていないふりをしてたんです。考えれば同じだってわかるのに。
同じ？
体は違うけど同じでしょ。好きでもない相手に触られるのは怖い、気持ち悪い。たとえ痛くなくたって他人に体を好きにされて平気なはずない。ごめんなさいお嬢様、ごめんなさい。知らないふりして傷つけてごめんなさい。私嫌だ。お嬢様が嫌なことされるの嫌。
I had to say all of this calmly, but I could already feel the tears streaming down my face. Damn, that is some good acting right there. Like, as in voice acting. If I relaxed even one bit, I knew I would never stop sobbing.
そんなに泣いて子供扱いされるのは嫌なんじゃなかった？
私が泣いてるのは子供だからじゃないです。
That
大人も泣く。
that is true.
そうね、大人だって泣くことはあるわね。
その言い方は子供に言う言い方じゃないですか。
ごめんなさい。ごめんね、いちこ。本当に。こんなことを言わせたかったわけじゃないのに。私の方がずっと年上なのに、あんな子供じみたこと。自分でもどうしてあんなことを言ったのかわからないの。いちこが背負うべきものなんてない。あなたを悲しませても何も変わらないのに。何が悔しかったのか。それでもいちこの泣き顔を見ていたら気分がいい。きっと死んだら地獄に落ちるわ。
Damn, that is way too harsh on yourself, girl.
平気ですよ。お嬢様は簡単には死なないから。
Although to be fair, yeah, after like getting cut up several times and losing so much blood and still be fine.
そうね、そうだった。
Oh. Arya's eyes narrowed gently, She reached out and swept a stray strand of hair from my bun back behind my ear. Finally, I get to see her eyes soften when she looks at me again. But what was it she said? She wouldn't gain anything by making me upset?
これから私に何ができますか？私、お嬢様のために何か変えられないでしょうか？
Oh, hey, Rayquaza. Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome.
変えなくていいの。ただ、イチコが私を好きでいる間、そばにいたいと思える間、そばにいてくれれば、それでいい。
Yeah, Arya and Ichiko are trying to patch things up.
この体は人を救うためにあるんだもの。私はこれからも自分ができることをする。
No.
やる気はないわ。
No, no, no. Don't do this to yourself, Arya. You're being taken advantage of. I don't know if you're actually saving people, right? I don't know if you're actually saving people, because you see these people like go crazy, like that last guy during the party. He got like feral and it was like cutting you and injuring you. I do not think that you are saving people. Again, 100%, I have a good feeling that in the end, Amane is the one who is just taking advantage of you in order to like serve the cult that he shoehorned her in. Made to save people. That was the thought that crossed her mind as she sat on the shredded bed onto which she was so carelessly discarded. She was willing to let her own heart be shredded if it meant she could save others. Maybe God did really give her this special body. But is it really her duty to save these people? The same people who slash, stab, and break her? Who would grope at her and cover her in filth in the name of their own salvation? Does Mr. Almani think she should save these people despite everything they've done? And she's right. She's right. Arya's just basically discarding herself on a bunch of potential lunatics.
イチコ、そんな悲しそうな顔をしないで。
Hello, hello,
私は
Cape.
幸せよ。
Why am I a mod
誰も
here?
死を恐れるけれど、私は死なないんだもの。誰よりも強いのだから、怖いことなんか一つもない。
Because why not, Caped? Why not? Why not? You are Friendo. I give Friendos power. I will carry this lightsaber legacy, Sensei. I'm no Sensei. I'm just a guy from space. Yeah, that's it. But hi, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I like that emote. It's a very nice, very surprised duck. Very surprised duck.
だから心配はいらないわ。イチコが変わる必要も、何か変える必要もないの。
I don't know if you are into VNs, but I did notice you play Life is Strange 2. So I think you may be okay with visual novels. I would say that, yeah, see? Yeah, I did notice that. So I would say you should give this a shot. I don't like really so because I read fast. Oh, damn. So you read in sonic speed, huh? I don't know. How could I usually skip dialogues? Oh no. Well, I honestly would not know what kind of VN would you like the most then. If you're the, I can't skip Life is Strange important dialogues because they're important for the plot. So you dislike like visual novels that have fluff in them? Is that what I guess? I like LIS because they make me do work. Ah. So it's more like the telltale kind of stories, right? So like Wolf Among Us, what's it called? Like the Batman Telltale series. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that one. If you did play that. There's of course like the Walking Dead ones that they used to work on. Well, when they were around. What else? What else? Oh yeah, there is a new episodic narrative game that's coming out that is kind of superhero related. I kind of forgot what its name was, but apparently it's pretty good, and it has a very nice voice cast in it too. I wonder what it is. Let me actually look. Let me search. Episodic hero narrative game. What is it? Ah, it's Dispatch. Yes. That's the one. It's coming out next month. Yeah, that looks kind of interesting. Let me actually link that for you. Let me post it on both YouTube and Twitch. This one right here. Yeah, this potentially looks interesting. I'm curious on how this is going to go. Okay, let's continue then. That was it. Everything was fine. In my head, I gently whispered to myself that I could go on accepting whatever came down the road, unless it was inconvenient for me, personally. The one thing I did need to try and change was the one thing I couldn't change if I wanted to. Aria knew it, and I knew it. But, is this really okay? To remain here, being a queasy bystander to these horrible things?
てめえ、何電気なんかつけてんだ。寝ろって言ったろ。この泥棒が人の善意を踏みにじりやがって。ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。はあ、もう嫌。
My foster mother used to just stand there and watch. She always came and stroked my head after you went to bed. Oh yeah, I saw a demo for that. I want to play it. Seems fun. Yeah, I want to give it a shot too. It does seem very interesting. Reminds me of Invincible. Actually, it kind of does art-wise. It kind of does. But it has some very good-looking models, honestly. Yeah, and it has, like, quite a lot of VA in it. Interestingly enough, like, they even have, like, folks like Charlie, aka Moist Critical, and Jacksepticeye as part of the voice cast. What the heck? Now you have them alongside, you know, the usual big names like Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer and Travis Willingham. That's crazy. Reminds me, I usually don't play the demos. I rather just play it on my own, dialogue-wise too, in my opinion. Yeah, when it comes to like stuff like adventure games or visual novels, no, I don't go for the demos. No, I just wait for the full thing and then I buy it. Yeah. Because if I play a demo and then I have to wait for like a bunch of months until the game comes out, I would probably forget what happened in the demo. So, yeah, may as well just have like one streamlined experience with the full release, right? All right. I always wondered why she never tried to stop him or come to my aid. I never wanted to become that kind of person. I can't just stand by and watch. If I never become that kind of person, it will be a small mercy.
お嬢様。
ええ。な、
私、これからもお嬢様のそばにいたいです。
Ooh, that's a big declaration.
いちこ。
でも、そばにいるのに何もしないで今まで通り見ているだけだなんて耐えられない。だから、私にお守り作りを手伝わせてください。
Ooh. Well, she wants to help out. Okay. Later that night, I let the night breeze wash over me as I tried to clear my mind.
あんなこと言っちゃったけど、本当に私にできるのかな。
Ah, you can do it, girl. I believe in you. Seeing as Arya wasn't being forced to make amulets, and seeing as swapping my ordinary body in for hers was out of the question, I felt like I had to see it for myself. Couldn't stand to keep this at arm's length anymore. Making an amulet meant cutting into Arya's flesh with my own hands. Arya told me I didn't need to, but if I can't bring myself to do it, then I may as well just disappear from her life. If I can't do terrifying or unpleasant things, how could she ever trust me on a deeper level? I have to do this. I want to make sure I do for her all the things that nobody ever did for me. But more than all of that, I just couldn't let him control her body anymore. Why am I so worked up? What's going on? Ooh.
血はなんで赤いんだろうな、アリア。透明ならいいと、そう思わないかい。
What the hell is this kind of question?
美しい色だけれど、美しいだけじゃないか。な。
Monty kept talking to her in a cheerful tone, even though there is no reason for her to respond to any of this crap. I couldn't stop shaking. The bed's creaking. I'm so scared.
なんて醜い傷だろう。胸くそが悪いよ。
Her blood-stained dress landed with a damp thud on the floor that was lined with towels and plastic sheets.
神はお前の罪を知っておられる。だからいつまで経っても死ねないんだ。分かっているのか。分かっていないな。お前は頭が悪いから。
It's because you're a fool? What is wrong with this guy?
でも、私は見捨てないよ。ひよこは鶏になる。天使も化け物になる。仕方ないさ。それでも僕は、天使だったアリアをずっと覚えているからね。
What is bro talking about?
もう何もかもに飽き飽きしているけれどね。それでも決して見捨てない。私は先に行ったりしないよ。君が死ぬところは必ず見届けるからね。約束だよ、アリア。
heart was beating so fast that it would explode. At this time last night, I hid under the preparations room bed for an hour. I silently watched everything for what felt like an eternity. The images I saw through that small gap between the bed and the floor were burned into my mind. I thought back on all the times Amani had ever talked or laughed with Arya, and it filled me with rage all over again. I knew there were things I still didn't know about this religion, and yet, some time after the lights went out, I crawled out from under the bed. The preparation room was perfectly clean, as if nothing had happened. No, that was his little secret. Does he have some sort of sick grudge? Even so, no normal person would do such a thing. If we left the house looking like that, he certainly wouldn't return.
何もかも人間のやることじゃない。それにあの片付けの速さ、ああいうことをしたのはきっと一度や二度じゃないはず。ひどすぎる。あんなの死んでなくたって何度も殺してるのと同じだ。
It's messed up. As soon as I said that under my breath, I heard a very metallic screech off in the distance. The gates opening. A car slowly pulled in afterwards. The car's headlights shined brightly as it approached the entrance.
白だ。
It was the same brand new white car Sui mentioned. I completely forgot about it. There's no way he worked from the early morning until now. He was fooling around. I'm sure of it. I'm sure the car was bought with money earned off Miss Arya's body. I'm so grateful for him. Now I don't know how to feel any of this. I mean, you see, it kind of makes sense. Surely these idiots in the cult have been deluded that whatever blood that they are getting from Arya is the blood that is from a child of God, and it will give them salvation because, you know, she is a child of God, and, you know, they give him lots of money. They're rich people. They give him lots of money. What does he do with the money? He goes outside, gets drunk, and hangs out with, like, all kinds of different ladies. Oh, man. One thing I'm sure about is that I can't talk to Mr. Amani about anything. Nor can I rely on him for anything. If he finds out I saw any of that, he might kill me.
お嬢様、もう寝たかな。あの人、部屋を覗きに行くかも。ダメダメ。いや。
I knew I wouldn't be able to stay by her side after that. But I couldn't stand the thought of Amani approaching Arya as she slept either. I suddenly broke out into a run. Wait, I thought you would be asleep by now, but...
いちこ？お嬢様、まだ起きてたんですね。
ええ、本を読んでいたの。いちこはどうしたの？
いえ、ただ、眠れなくて。
そう。だったら一緒にベッドに入る？私が寝かしつけてあげるわ。
寝かしつけるって、もうからかわないでください。一緒に寝るなんてバレたらきっと叱られます。
どうして？私がいいと言っているのに、誰が叱るの？
I mean, it's just Amane and basically the other Sui and the other staff in the house. I don't think they would care very much.
さあ来て。私のベッド、すごく寝心地がいいのよ。きっといちこも気に入るわ。
本気ですか？冗談じゃなくて？
Well, it doesn't seem like a joke to me.
私が冗談なんか言ったこと、今まであった？
もう、今言ってるじゃないですか。冗談なら冗談って言ってくれなきゃ、私、本気にしますよ。
いいわよ、本気にして。
お、じゃあ。
Oh, are we gonna get a CG? お、
いきこ、外に出ていたの？
what?
はい、少しだけ。
Why is he holding his head?
なぜかしら。なんとなく、緑の匂いがする気がして。
Huh? Huh? Okay. I thought I was too amped up and nervous to sleep. Before I knew it, I was out like a light. Miss Arya's scent was so strong, when I woke up,
目覚ましもかけてなかったし、寝過ごしちゃうところだった。
my eyes opened wide as all the memories of the evening sent a shiver up my spine. I remember that Arya would be sleeping there, next to me. I stole a glance at her back before I left the room. Sure enough, none of her scars were still visible. At least she'll have the chance to see her back in the mirror. Still, I hope they all heal while she sleeps, so she never has to see them all. The hands on the grandfather clock inched their way towards 6:30. Amani would be making his way downstairs soon. Have to act no differently than I always have. Don't want him getting suspicious. Just go through your normal routine and clean until breakfast. Okay. Let's check the storeroom. Maybe this heat is getting to me, but wow, the storeroom is really messy today. Can't help but notice. All the boxes piled up between the shelves and the wall. I better start by taking out all the things that are just jammed in here nilly-willy. I can organize everything after that. I reached towards one of the boxes. Is this skinny box full of wall scrolls or something? What is this paper it's wrapped in? Tani Buncho. Is that the artist's name? This one is Kano somebody. Well, whatever. I'll just move this box over here for now. I moved the box out of the way to reveal a large picture frame. Several more books and papers were shoved in this smaller gap between the picture frame and the wall.
ほんと、めちゃくちゃ。
I thrusted my arm behind the shelf to try and reach the picture frame. My mind was racing as I tried to figure out who did this. One of those papers is thicker than the rest.
嘘。これ、この絵。
I choked up the instant I saw what I pulled out from behind the shelf. It was the painting that changed my destiny. My painting that Amane bought at the bazaar.
どうしてこんなところに。
Why did he shove it in there? If he liked the art very much, he should have kept it somewhere in, like, for example, in the art room or something. But why does he throw it in the storeroom? That's weird.
余裕なんかよりも気持ちだよ。水彩でも油彩でも興味があるなら挑戦すべきだ。君には才能がある。あの時買った絵も私は大切に会社に飾っているんだよ。
So he was lying.
そんな、ああ言ってくれたのは嘘だったの。私の絵なんて最初から。じゃあどうして、なんで私をここへ。
What the hell?
今出したもの全部元に戻さなきゃ。元通りにしなくちゃ。
Damn, this guy just keeps getting worse and worse. This room's a bit chilly today. Also, there's that strange smell again. Was there an incense burning during the almsgiving or something? Maybe I'm smelling the remnants of that. Yeah, let's check the study. Oh.
あまねさん、おはようございます。気づかずに失礼しました。
いいんだ。出ていく必要はないよ。どうぞ掃除を続けてくれたまえ。
This sucks. My luck must be terrible today. Of course we'd bump into each other now of all times. I suppressed my urge to flee the scene and feigned composure the best I could. I smiled so intensely my cheeks began to cramp. Everything's fine. Just shut up and turn towards the bookshelf. Calm down. Shelves just need a light dusting. Okay. Let's check the sunroom. There's not a cloud in the sky, but that definitely means that it's going to be hot. Ah, the gardener's already out there weeding. Must be tough working all day in that scorching heat. I found myself idly staring at the gardener long after that thought crossed my mind. He caught me looking. Wait, is he coming this way?
おはようございます。
これ。
これ、花？
トルコギキョ。食堂か玄関にでも飾るといい。
ありがとうございます。
Just like that, he's gone. What a strange guy, giving people flowers with such a sour look like that. It's a lovely shade of purple, though. Eustoma. I'll have to remember that. Okay, let's check the breakfast room. Oh, there's still a bit of grime in on this placemat. I'll have to change it and let the cleaners know. Check the kitchen. The miso soup is still hot. I must have just missed Sui. There's something on the kitchen table.
ポケットに入ってたからお裾分け。スイ。あ、ミルクキャンディーだ。これ美味しいんだよね。甘い。
Hey, 15, how you doing? I'm doing well, doing well. We're going around the house trying to clean and see if we can find any new revelations. The one big new revelation is that art piece which Amane bought, and the reason why he hired Ichiko to be the maid in the Iwakura household. He lied about putting it in the office. He just threw it behind a bunch of like stuff in the storeroom, which is messed up. This guy's messed up. All right, I think we did see everything. All right, let's move on. Stop moving? Yes. Oh, it's good to hear, 15. Good to hear. Hope you're always doing well. My painting sat there the whole time. Should have thrown it away if he didn't want it. I stopped cleaning and headed to the kitchen to serve breakfast. Felt completely hollow inside. At that moment, Amane came walking down the stairs.
天音さん、
The fear I felt in that moment had a vice grip on my heart.
いちこくん、すまないのだけれど、今日も朝食は結構。もう出ないと。
そうですか。では玄関まで。
いいんだ。仕事を続けてくれ。それじゃあ。
He flashed a smile and made his way to the door. I bowed slightly in response. He's as creepy as ever, that's for sure. How could he do this to Mystaria? How could he lie to me through his teeth? But still.
いちこくん、
はい、なんでしょう。
今日は天気がいい。玄関の掃除も頼むね。
かしこまりました。
Annie's smile used to feel so calm and warm. Now it was eerie and ominous. He hadn't changed, of course. I was just seeing all of this with a different perspective now. All he does is lie. Felt like I'd been stabbed in the heart with a long, thin needle. It continued to push my way into my chest deeper and deeper. Didn't matter that I now knew he was a man capable of absolute cruelty, that he completely lacked compassion. Just knowing that and I felt for his lies every time he complimented me was painful enough. I knew getting upset with myself wasn't worth it. And yet, there I was. I'm so stupid. He was just looking for oh, sorry. I mispressed that. Where is the text? Oops. Where's the log? I think it's with... No. Ah, yeah, backlog. There we go. Oh, no, let's check the backlog. Here we go. I'm so stupid. He was just looking for a housemaid who would get along with Mystaria. Everything he said was just him trying to move things along, so I'd agree to take the job. I never even questioned it. I just totally fell for it. All the compliments, all the talk about learning a trade, it sounded so too good to be true, but he meant it. I was used to adults who just used or ignored me because they didn't care. But I had no idea there were people out there who only had the capacity for kindness because they didn't care. I had to get out, but I couldn't figure out how. The needle shoving its way into my heart was now twisting and swirling around. It hurt so much. It didn't hurt like getting punched. It was a dark, empty pain that swallowed everything it touched.
ねえ、本当にもういいの？
あ、はい、大丈夫です。そんなに細部まで書き込むわけではないので。
そう？だったらいいのだけれど。
After that, she looked back down at the table to focus on the bracelet she was making. I looked up at her face and immediately imagined her lying in a pool of blood. Ooh, not the best visual image, I would say. Damn it. Here I am caught up in my own mess again, even after I've seen what she's been through. It's so horrible that it doesn't seem real, but I witnessed it with my own eyes. I have to keep it together and protect Miss Aria. Sure, I didn't really impress Amane, so there must be another reason I wound up here. No matter what the reason is, I know for a fact that I can't let him have the run of this place anymore. Miss Aria's safety comes before anything else. I swore this to myself as I picked up my charcoal to draw. A blank canvas was sprawled out before me. I was about to draw a portrait of Miss Aria at her request. At first, I thought a simpler, more abstract design that emphasizes her eyes might be nice, but I want her first oil painting to be a little more proper and detailed. Portraits should make their subjects look stunning, after all.
ほら、
指血が出てませんか？
いいえ、少しも。
嘘出てるじゃないですか。なんでこの丸い金具を開くだけなのにどうして血が出るんですか？
だってすごく小さいんだもの。それなのにやっとこの先が大きすぎるの。私が不器用なわけじゃないわ。
でもこれ開いてる部分を上下にずらすだけですよね。こうやれば簡単に。
ダメ、返して。まったく意地悪ね。私だってこれくらい。ほら。いちこ？
すみません。なんていうか不思議ですよね。お嬢様、お化粧や髪を整えるのは上手なのに。
なのに、なに？まったく失礼ね。見てなさい。ブレスレットは絶対に一人で仕上げてみせるから。
楽しみにしてます。でもその前に指を。
指はこれで平気。ほら、いちこはカンバスの前に戻って。
わかりました。
上下にずらす。こう
？She's so serious about this. I can't help but look. We finally had some time to ourselves on a summer night, just like I always wanted. I want to take care of her, but how can I do that? I had no idea, but I wanted to do something for her, so I picked up my charcoal once again. This will get painted over, but I wrote today's date on the corner of the canvas. It was not a photograph, nor was it even a drawing yet. But making note of the date made this miraculous bit of time together feel more real somehow. I let out a satisfied sigh. She looked so cute when she was focused so intently on her bracelet. I should capture some of that. I pulled out my sketchbook, determined to just do that. I flipped through looking for a fresh page.
こんなの書いたの忘れてた。今見るとかなり変。
何を見てるの？
お昼寝をしているウサギと卵かけんご飯です。
卵かけんご飯？おかしい。いちこ、こんなコミカルな絵も描けるのね。すごいわ。それにすごく変
ですよね。この時きっと疲れていたんだと思います。
だからウサギは寝ているのかしら。でもユーモアがあって素敵よ。新聞の4コマ漫画なんかにぴったりだわ。いちこ、漫画にも挑戦してみたら？
そ れはさすがに無茶ですよ。
いいえ、いちこなら何だってできるわ。
Damn, extra 100 points for like believing in her.
お嬢様、ありがとうございます。じゃあ気が向いたら書いてみようかな。エビ天ざるそばとか。猿がエビ天を抱えて大きなそばから逃げてるんです。
そう、それは奇想天外ね。面白そう。
ちょっとなんで目をそらすんですか？お嬢様がやれって言うから考えたの。
ねえ、それよりこのウサギどこか私に似ている気がしない？
あ、話もそらした。
ごめんなさい、少しからかっただけよ。いいじゃない、エビ天ざるそば。
繰り返されると恥ずかしい。やっぱり猿はなしにします。
なーにそれ、いちこったら本当におかしな子。
Why do I get so excited so easily? Does it matter if it makes Aria laugh like this? Drawing a comic strip does sound fun, though. Maybe I'll write it after all off to the side. I'm sure she'd enjoy it. Uh-oh. 2 days later, with Amane still away, there was a brief, blissful period without visitors. But soon enough, the fateful day arrived.
無理しなくたっていいのよ。立ち会いで慣れてからだって構わないのに。
無理なんかしてません。ちゃんとできます。
そう？それじゃあやってみて。親指ほどの小瓶たった5本分。私も気を失うことはないわ。大動脈を切ってしまうと死んでしまうかもしれないけれど。冗談よ。太ももの時だって平気だったでしょ。でもビニールは念のため敷いておいた方がいいわね。時々思わぬ方向に血が飛び散ることがあるから。
Uh-oh. This giant plastic sheet typically used in agriculture. I remember wondering why such large amount of sheeting was in this room the first time I saw it. Keeping the room free of bloodstains was the last thing I expected it would be. It was hiding underneath her when she bled that day.
そうだわ。慣れるまではガラスのボールを使うといいってお父様が。
あまねさんが？
ええ。いちこが協力してくれると話したらいくつかコツを教えてくれたの。今回の量なら切るよりも尖ったもので刺す方がいいそうよ。
なんですね。
そうなると、そうね。きっとアイスピックがいいわ。
Which means, ah, yes, that ice pick should do the job.
アイスピック？
はい、どうぞ。本来は氷を砕くためのものなのだけれど、これがちょうどいいはずよ。水の入った袋を刺すと思えばいい。あとは開いた穴に瓶を当てるだけ。
Okay, so yes, here you are. Usually, it's usually used to break up big chunks of ice, but it's perfect for this. So imagine you're poking it into a bag of water and push the vials against the hole.
腕はボールの上に置くから、うまくできなければ、そこに溜めて注射器で吸って移せばいいわ。
She wants me to stab her with this? Is she serious? If it was a knife or a scalpel, I could have told myself that people had accidents. But with knives, with knives or got paper cuts all the time. This was not all what I expected. But if I really think about it, those accidental nicks and cuts were never spilled. Enough blood to kill. No, enough blood to fill multiple vials.
お嬢様、今鼻血とかって急に出たりしませんよね。
どうかしら。試しに鼻をぶってみる？
Damn, already asking for violence?
ぶつわけないでしょ。万が一自然に出るならってちょっと思っただけです。
わかってるわ。いいのよ。怖いなら私がやるから。
ダメです。怖いけど私がやるんです。やるって決めたんだからやるんです。見てるだけは嫌。私もお嬢様の人生の一部になりたいから。
私の人生の一部に。
そうです。
Arya stared deeply into my eyes, trying to discern whether or not I was serious.
私は本気で。
肘の内側、この辺りでどう？刺しやすいようにつまんでおいてあげる。
頑張ります。
Finally managed to get through her. Now it's my turn to follow through. I'm terrified enough that I'd better do this right away. Any hesitation is an opportunity to back down. I have to do it. Just do it quickly. I know I can't hesitate, and yet...
本当に痛くないんですか？
まったく情けない声を出すのね。痛くないから深く刺して。軽くじゃん。蚊に刺されたのと同じよ。私を穴だらけにしたいのならそれでも構わないけれど。
Stab her all over? No, I'm not going to do what he did. One tap, nice and deep. One tap, nice and deep. My heart threatened to crawl out of my throat in protest. I swallowed hard to keep it down and flexed my fingers, focused my strength, and ensure I had the best grip on the pick.
いきます。
どうぞ。あ、
何、痛いですか？
まさかそんなはずないでしょ。欲しいと思っていた本の名前を思い出しただけよ。
You kidding? Of course. I just remembered the title of the book I want to buy.
今ですか？
仕方ないじゃない。それよりまだ先しか刺さってないわ。頑張っていちこ。
もっと深くですか？もっと。いけ！やー！
痛い。
やっぱり痛いじゃないですか！
You don't realize from the tone of her voice that she's being sarcastic.
お嬢様。
だっていちこが何度も聞くからどうしても行ってみたくなって。ごめんなさい。もうしないわ。
もう手が震えるじゃないですか。怖いよ。
怖くないわ。大丈夫。ほら、拗ねていないで瓶を持って。アイスピックは抜いていいわ。ゆっくりね。じゃないときっとエプロンが汚れちゃう。
I gripped the ice pick with one hand and covered that hand with the other to try and steady them both as I pulled it out of her arm. Driving it in somehow didn't feel like stabbing a pick into flesh. Maybe it's because of the adrenaline and the force I used. Pulling it out was a different story. I was shaking from head to toe. It wasn't my body being stabbed, but I was very aware of all the flesh and fluids pushing against the pick. I could feel the goosebumps forming on my legs. They spread across my entire body as I pulled the pick out.
すごい。ちゃんと血が出てきてる。
It slid over the lip of the vial, gradually filling it in.
上手よ、いちこ。すごく上手。
She gently stroked my hand like a parent would when complimenting a small child. Normally, I would demand that she treats me more like an adult, but in this case, I was willing to make an exception. That feels nice. What a relief that I was able to go through this. This is sure to get me closer to
お
her.
嬢様。
なあに、いちこ。
Closer to her not only emotionally, but physically.
お嬢様。
ダメよ。ちゃんと瓶を見てなくちゃ。
Couldn't help but think of my own lips pressing against hers one day. I broke out into a giddy smile. Oh, well. This girl do be smitten.
だって今のってそういう
Hmm?
おでこ。
あら、おでこじゃ不満？だったら返して。
嫌ですよ。これは私のってそろそろ瓶を変えなくちゃ。どうしよう。どうすれば。
She's so awkward.
こちらの瓶は持っているから焦らないで。
I
い
mean,
ちこは一度手を拭いた方がいいわ。
it makes sense, right? She's 16. She didn't have like much experience when it comes to romance because outside of like living with her terrible foster dad and living in the orphanage, which really didn't take care of them at all, she probably doesn't understand how like the love thing works and is like extra apparent with it.
じゃあお願いします。私は先に手を拭いて。あれ、この瓶の蓋は。
Kissed my forehead. Her lips were so soft. Come on, focus. You can't be thinking about that right now. Ah, there's the lid. Very strange. I wanted to be part of Arya's life, and I believe I became a part of her life. Probably not in the moment when I stabbed her, but the moment I gave voice to that desire. Thinking back over the last several days, that's where my mind went.
上手よ、いちこ。すごく気持ちがいい。
お嬢様、くすぐったくないですか？
いいえ、平気。
その声どうにかなりませんか？なんだかおかしな気分になって恥ずかしいです。
なに？おかしな気分って。
知りません。顔を近づけないでください。
いちこったら本当に怒りん坊ね。愛らしくて、私までおかしな気分になりそうだわ。
嘘だ。なっても何もしてくれないくせに。
あら、そんなことないけれど。いちこは私に何かしてほしいの？してほしいことがあるのなら言ってみて。言葉にしてくれたら少しは考えてみてもいいわ。
意地悪。
It was the middle of August after the Obon festival. The days were still hot and I was covered in sweat, and so Arya brought me to the bathroom for a bath. She sat on the edge of the bathtub, gleefully looking down at me. The cool air and water felt great against my aching, overheated body. What do I want her to do? Had several ideas in mind if asking her to do anything was in the cards, but I knew I had to choose wisely. Otherwise, I might say something embarrassingly honest and get made fun of it. She won't kiss me unless I act more mature. I'll probably get another lousy peck on my cheek or forehead. Uh-oh. I may have overdone it with the soap. Before I knew it, I had a handful of bubbly suds, so I placed them on top of Arya's pale foot. I ran my thumb across the arch of her foot as if to rub them. Her skin is so smooth. I gently slid my fingers in between each of her slender toes and spread them out.
今の気持ちよかったですか？
うん。わからない。
わからない？どうして？
わからないものはわからないわ。すごくおかしな感覚なんだもの。
だったらわかるまで続けましょうか。
ダメ。これ以上はダメ。
ダメならもっと怒った顔をしてください。そんな可愛い顔で言われたらもっと試してみたくなる。
I kept my eyes and ears fixated on her. It felt like the boundary between her life and mine had softened enough to make it okay to touch her. How can you get you to let me in even more? I felt we could just continue down this path. We could become one. If I was to become one with you, I matched her quickened breathing. I let my thoughts drift away, all of them. Then all of my foolish thoughts followed as my head emptied. Damn, girl.
そろそろ時間かしら。
あれ、気づいちゃいました？
黙っていたって時間は過ぎるのよ。知らないふりをしていたってお父様が呼びに来るわ。
でも言ってほしくないです、お嬢様。
ほら、お父様が来た。大丈夫、すぐに戻るわ。
アリア、お客様がお見えだよ。準備はいいかい？
今行くわ。
アリア、今日は特別綺麗だね。しかし少し前髪が。これでいい。先に降りてあかりと待っていてくれるかな。失礼。すぐに追いかけるよ。
Did Mr. Amane just go to his room? If I'm going to get out, now's my chance. I did my best to avoid Amane ever since that night. My fear had long wrapped into resentment and hatred. My chest tightened so I could watch. My fear had long since wrapped into resentment and hatred. My chest tightened as much as I could barely breathe whether I found myself near him. Dispatch seems interesting. Yeah, it does. It does seem kind of interesting. I should talk to Miss Aria about what I saw, eventually. But then what? She probably doesn't even know it happened, and I don't want to hurt her.
いちこくん、
あ、あまねさん。
Oops, I thought he went into his room.
お待たせしてすみません。どうぞ、バスルームの掃除は終わっています。
待ちなさい。いいんだ。二人の関係はもう分かってる。
Wait, I know what's going on here between you two, and it's okay.
関係って
今さら白を切る必要なんかないさ。最近随分とよそよそしいから心配していたのだけれど。そうか。黙って隠し通すつもりだったんだね。
Or it's too late to feign ignorance. You've been awfully cold and distant as of late, which had me worried. But now that I see what's happening, you were hoping to keep it quiet and hidden, weren't you?
なるほど。まあいい。二人を咎める気はないから安心しなさい。
Why is he laughing? I should feel a profound sense of relief, but instead I feel disgusted. My heart is racing. This feels gross.
無論、金銭の発生する主従関係である以上、適切だとも思わないけれどね。社会通念と縁のないアリアに理解できないのは仕方ない。俗世と切り離されたこの屋敷で、あの子が退屈せずにいられるのは君のおかげだ。ま、何にせよ、女性同士なら間違いがあっても、子供ができる心配がないから安心だよ。
Hmm.
うでしょうか。子供ができなくても生まれるものはあるかもしれませんよ。
おお、そうなのかい。何が生まれるんだろう。無精卵か何かかな。すまない。くだらない冗談だよ。怒らないでくれ。人生はあまりにも長いからね。埋めるものなら何だって産むべきだ。変化は大歓迎だよ。これからも滞りなく仕事をこなしてくれさえすれば、あとは好きにして構わない。
Yeah, it's kind of messed up. Yeah, we kind of figured out that Amane is one hell of a messed up fella.
それじゃ、私も行かないと。
Yeah, get out of here, weirdo. With that, he made his way down the stairs. I listened to each footstep, clenching my fists harder and harder as the sounds faded away.
変化は大歓迎。
Mood down, yep. Hello, Clay. How you doing? Welcome. That's why he felt comfortable saying that, even though he could see how things between me and Arya had changed. He didn't even threaten to fire me. He really thinks nothing of me. He doesn't think I have the power to change anything. I thought you were from Indonesia? No, I do not. I am not from Indonesia. No. No. have a lot of ID friends, but no, I am not from there. Well, that's why I have like the Indonesian time zone when I like post the stream on Twitter and Blue Sky. Yeah, I usually have like GMT +7 / ICT in there as well, because yeah, a good bunch of my friends come from ID. This was incredibly convenient for me. As long as he thought I was nothing more than a plaything for her, I could be with her. It was perfect. So why did I feel so angry and miserable? I was so frustrated at my own inability to put the reason into words. I wanted to give it form and shape so I could grab onto it and crush it with my bare hands. This is so messed up. Yeah. Exactly. He's just like having like Arya under control by having Ichiko join in. He doesn't even care about like her art or her talent. He just tried to convince her to get in there because of him buying the portrait. But as we've seen, he just threw it away in the storeroom. He doesn't really care. Huh?
では、どうぞ。この担当を使ってください。これは自分の手で切り裂くのです。その恨みを、苦しみを。
By the way, bro, I'm trying to recreate a good month. Recreate a good month? Hmm? Well, what do you mean by recreating a good month? Unless that's a typo. Recreating a month. Hmm.
本当にこれで楽に。ええ、私が引き受けます。まずはこの支柱にあなたの積年の思いを。いえ、あなたの苦しみはこの手に収まるものではありません。お分かりですか？アリア様。そうです。私の賛美の苦痛は両の手にも余るものです。
Crying out loud, Arya, what are you doing? Because May is the most happiest month in my life, and that's why I recreated, because it was so fun back then. Ah, I see. I see. Well, I hope you succeed in it. Hope you have like a good number of months even after that month in May. I wish you the best of luck.
アリア、彼女は規定額にやっと達した程度の。
She got what she paid for. This piece of garbage on the left. He's doing it all for the money. He's just playing everyone like a puppet. Basically, he's trying to get these stupid, deluded rich people that all their pain, all their suffering will go away if they manage to, like, you know, stab or hurt Arya, because she is the key to resolve their suffering. And in the end, he gets paid for it. And what does he do with the money? He goes outside, parties, and gets like drunk. He gets wasted. He doesn't he doesn't have like a business or anything like that. He just found like his golden goose in the form of Arya. Yeah, I hope you have one too. Thank you, Clay. Yeah, I wish you the best.
いいの。彼女には特別な施しが必要よ。きっとら
Oops.
首の後ろ、人体の急所を使いましょう。この刃でしっかりと深く切って、あなたが抱えてきた辛酸も悪縁もすべて断ち切るのです。
Kind of missed those moments in May where I stayed up all night, have a good chat without worrying about school because I was in school spring. Ah, yeah. Yeah, these times like vacation time compared to like being busy is always like the best, right? You're taking a break, you're relaxing, you're relieving all the stress that you had, be it at school or be it at work. And then when you go back to it, you feel, oh, man, not again. But you know, that's how life is. That's how life is. You can't have like, you can't like spend all year in vacation form unless, you know, you have reasons. But yeah, I love those moments. I agree. But yeah.
お父様、止血だけお願いできるかしら。
まあ、もちろんだよ、アリア。
アリア様、神様、どうか私をお救いください。
Ooh. Look at that son of a bitch. Look at that face. Look at that. You see that face down there? You see that portrait down there? He is smiling. He is smiling. He is enjoying this.
今日の信徒さん、女性でしたね。珍しい。
そう？確かにここに来られるのは男性が多いけれど、点検会の会員はもともと女性の方が多いのよ。
More women than men? I mean, what is this game about? Well, it's a visual novel. It's set in the 60s, the 1960s, after the end of the war. The main character is Ichiko, a girl who used to live in an orphanage. She didn't live a good life. And all of a sudden, she got hired by Amane, the guy, and in order to work as a maid in the Iwakura household. And his quote-unquote daughter is this girl here. Her name is Arya. And, you know, the game is called Iwakura Aria, so she is the second protagonist, or the deutragonist. And yeah, we're getting a lot of reveals about people and how the whole story is forming up. And this girl here is like being the victim of Amane's like sheer delusions. He's not specifically deluded, but he's manipulative. So yeah, and the thing about this girl is like she cannot feel pain, and with all the injuries she gets, she manages to recover from it within a day or two. So yeah, it is a bit supernatural. You have a good sound in speaking Japanese. Thank you. I mean, it's getting used to like media, watching and experiencing a lot of Japanese media. You get used to actually pronouncing the names, but Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, this is a very good VN. This is I believe, the 5th or the 6th stream that we're playing this visual novel. So if you're interested, you can try to catch up. I could put a playlist after the stream is done. I should have done that from the beginning though. But yeah, it is interesting. It is very interesting. I would suggest, like, perhaps if you liked what you see, you can give it a shot yourself, because I do feel like it's another good Mages visual novel alongside the other ones that they made. So Mages is a company that is also responsible for the Science Adventure series. So Robotics Notes, Chaos Head, and more importantly, and the one that everyone knows the most, Steins Gate as well. So they have a good pedigree when it comes to visual novels.
そうなんだ。それで今日は？
ねえ、今後も毎回聞くつもり？何をしたか知ったってどうしようもないでしょ？
そんなことないですよ。もしどこか触られたなら、そこをきれいに洗って拭いたり、私が触って嫌な感触を忘れさせたりできるでしょ。だから。
心配しないで。今日は手のひらを切っただけよ。
Yeah, no problem, no worries. Sure enough, the hand she thrust into my face had no signs of scarring.
本当だ。きれい。
Her skin looked faintly peach-colored. It felt a little warmer than usual when I touched it. I could feel my heart skip a beat. The only reason I even noticed there was a difference. By the way, sorry for interrupting. No worries, no worries. I'm always down for, like, people having a good chat, right? Because if I don't interact with folks in the chat, then I may as well read the VN alone, right? The entire purpose of, like, reading a VN and talking about it on stream is because, you know, is to have, like, interaction with folks, right? And also have people see the VN itself and maybe check it out themselves, right? Yeah, which is why, like, most of the time I pick a good bunch of ones that not many people are playing, or not many people actually checked out. So yeah. So don't worry about it, Clay.
泣きそうな顔。いちこ、平気？
いえ、別に泣きそうになんかなってません。ただ、私実は今日天音さんに言われたんです。二人の関係には気づいてるって。
そうだったの。それで？
それでって驚かないんですか？
ええ、きっと気づいているだろうとは思っていたから。近頃出かけてばかりなのもきっとそのせいね。私たちが過ごしやすいように気を使ってくれているのよ。
You like anime? Yeah, I do. I do like a variety. Like, I don't have, like, a specific genre that I like, but I do like a variety. Like, this season, I've been watching Panty and Stocking Season 2, City the Animation, which just ended yesterday. Fantastic show. If you liked Nichijou, it's by the same mangaka, but in this one, KyoAni was just, like, flexing their animated muscles for this one. I'm also watching, or this also ended a couple of days ago, but There was the summer where Hikaru died. That is very good. Very, very good show. Very horror. A very horror focused show. It's very, very like well animated as well, even though like it's a more slice of life kind of show with mixed horror elements. There's also a continuing like the second season of Sakamoto Days. It's fun. It's fun. I like Sakamoto as a character himself, as you know, just big guy. He used to be not a big guy, but now he's a big guy and very versatile. What else? What else? Yeah, there's Osamatsu season 3. That's always good. That's always fun. I will still say that Yushimatsu is the best brother, on record. And what else? Damn, what else? There's surely a couple of more shows that I missed, but yeah, overall, yeah, as you can see, nice variety. She smiled, but my chest felt like it was being squeezed. There's no way that's true. I can't be why. He's not that nice. I can tell she believes him. Oh, Ichiko. No. He's taking advantage of her. It was clear to me in that moment what kind of bond they shared. He was more than a blood relative, despite not being a blood relative at all. If you love anime, bro, we should try an anime game. It's called Me-Side. I already played Me-Side. Yeah, I already played Me-Side. Let me get you the playlist. Yeah, I already have it on a playlist. Yes, sir. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, we finished it in 2 streams. It was pretty nice. There you go. Damn, for real? Yep. Yeah. There you go. Bam. There you go. It was very interesting. I will give it that. It was very, very interesting. The amount of like different games that are in there and how the story went forward and how it ended as well was very interesting. I would say it's not the usual fare when it comes to visual novels, but I did like it. It was very enjoyable. Let me post that also on Twitch for those who are lurking. There you go, right there. So feel free to watch it when you have any spare time, if you'd like. I can't tell her. I can't do anything about Mr. Amane now.
その顔、まさかお父様にまで嫉妬しているの？
Nah, come on, Aria. Don't think that way.
そういうんじゃ。
そう？だったらいいけれど。ねえ、今夜はどうする？
今日も一緒に寝ていいんですか？
そうしたら他の人に嫉妬しなくても済むんじゃない？私と眠れるのは今あなただけだもの。
お嬢様。
じゃあ決まり。先に寝支度を済ませてきて。
She then lightly tapped me on the nose, scooped a book off the side table, and sat on top of her bed.
寝る前にまた何か読みましょうか。
Ooh, story time.
いいの？嬉しい。今日は何にする？
そうですね。その本は？
これはダメよ。英和辞典だもの。
英和辞典。お嬢様、英語がわかるんですか？
いいえ、わからないからこうして手元に置いているのよ。時々海外の新聞をいただくから知らない単語を調べる。 内容が分かって気に入った記事は一番覚えられそうにない単語のページにしおりみたいに挟んでおくの。そうすると開くたびに記事が読めるし復習にもなるでしょ。
Have you discovered all the endings? Yeah, I believe this ending I did off stream because, you know, I wanted people to actually experience the game itself, right? But I did pick the other one, which gave us like the ending that, well, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Side yet, where your character just gets stuck in the game and they can't leave. And then, like, Mita has you in the game cartridge.
なんかかっこいい。その記事は何が書いてあるんですか？
これはアメリカのボストンマラソンの記事よ。今年の4月にロベルタさんという方が女性で初めてフルマラソンを完走したと書いてある。委員会が参加を認めなかったゆえに記録は非公認。それでも女性の体ではマラソンを走ることはできないという話がミスコンセプション、迷信であることを証明した。
Misconception? Her finger, which had loosely been following the article text, stopped on the word. Her use of the word superstition told me that she picked up some sort of nuance from the text. The Japanese word gokai more closely fits the literal definition, but superstition must have fit her understanding of the English better at the time. I'm gonna think it's okay that the main character chose to stay with rather than be lonely in his own lifestyle. I mean, yeah. It would be better to stay with her, but the problem is, she is kind of like there are different kinds of Mitas, right? But the Mita specifically who wants him to stay is not very nice. But again, like the main character does live in a very like depressing life, you know? There was that one part of the game where you just had to wake up, you go on the computer, you do stuff, you eat your ramen, and you get to repeat this again and again and again and again and again, which kind of emulates what his real life was. And yeah, I don't know. Was there like an actual way where the main character would be free and actually have a proper life? It doesn't seem like it. The story doesn't want to give you a happy ending. It just wants to remind you that some people are just like stuck in the same routine and don't want to like experience any other things. So if you want to be stuck in that same routine, you may as well be stuck in like the same routine in a video game. That's deep. Yeah, well, I guess that's what I understood from it. Hello, Peggy, by the way. Welcome. I hope you are doing well. But yeah, there are quite a few ways to interpret how Side decided to go with its ending, but yeah, it does require a bit of thinking. I was sure she read that article many times before we talked about it. She then returned her attention to the page. I swooned in the presence of her incredible intellect and beauty. Well, Ichiko, we already know that you are super interested in her. I got an information the game would have more updates like endings and stories. Really? I may look if there is like a big update that adds more story and more endings. Oh, we could play it again. Why not? We could play it again. It'll probably be after a while, though. There are, like, games that I played before that have added content to it that I need to get to eventually. Like, there is Endless Monday, Dreams and Deadlines. That, a few months ago, managed to have an extra story added to the game. So I'm actually curious on what the added content is. And I do like, and it's probably like one of the first earlier visual novels that I played on stream. I do like it. It's very funny, and I do like the art style. Very like cartoony with a mix of anime. It's kind of like a hybrid of both. But it's nice, and it's weird. I like me some weird stuff. Funny and weird stuff. But I do have it on a playlist as well, so if you're curious about that one as well, there it is, Endless Monday. There we go. Yet shareable link. There you go. You can actually check that one as well. You may enjoy that. Now let me throw that on Twitch as well. Bam. There you go. That's for any of the lurkers, or if anyone is watching the archive. Because I do know that even on Twitch, there are some folks who do watch the archives. So you may as well keep that there as well, right? I felt like I just awoke from a dream. I don't know if they're going to put in like a good ending for me side, because it'll probably... I mean, maybe it's just for fan service, but I think the goal is to make the player think about the game. Okay, thank you. Gotta go. It's good talking to you. Okay, Clay. Take care. And it's good talking to you too. Have a good night or afternoon. Yeah. I felt like I just awoke from a dream. Damn. That's when you know when you're really smitten. It was really silly of me to fear his words, let alone be hurt by them.
彼女が走っている間、どんな風が吹いたかしら。
アメリカの風、想像もつきません。
Yeah, it's probably, I don't know, it could be clean, yeah.
私も乾いているのか湿っているのか。でも周りに花や緑があれば匂いは庭とそう変わらないかしら。
Although it could be depending on the state, right? It depends on the state, because there are some states which have like crazy amounts of traffic, so the you'll get to have like a lot of, you know, smog and whatnot. And of course, if they have like a lot of factories and plants, not like plants, like the greenery, like I meant like the buildings where you get to like build stuff. You know what I mean.
私も一度は風を切って走ってみたい。あんまり不格好で人前じゃ早歩きだってできないけれど。
不格好って自分の走っている姿を見たことがあるんですか？
いいえ、でも見なくたってわかるわ。子供の頃に自覚できたほどだもの。だからすごく憧れる。
She lowered her eyes, now lit up with inspiration, back to the article. I learned something new about her every time we talk to each other. I'm constantly reminded I still know nothing about Miss Aria, and that excites me. She's not frolicking around in a grassy field. She's running full speed ahead, tearing through the air. I want to see how she runs. Maybe I promise not to laugh. She'll run alongside me someday. Well, if you actually want that to happen, you gotta get her out of the cycle.
あまねさん、今日はずいぶん上機嫌ね。何かいいことでもあったの？
Yeah, that's his secretary.
これだけ良くしてもらって不機嫌な男がどこにいる？さて、次は私の番かな？
あまねさんたら。
Uh-oh.
綺麗だよ、あかり。すごく綺麗だ。と、まずい。大事なことを忘れていたよ。一度部屋に戻らないと。
そんな、ダメよ。仕事なら、後でいいでしょ？
でも忘れると困るんだ。今を逃すと、朝一で電話を入れないといけなくなる。
だったら私に任せて。あまねさんとのことはいつも朝に思い返すの。だから、こうしているうちに。
そうかい？それなら、君にお願いしようかな。
Make me sick. Those are some sus drawings, yeah. Well, he is sus himself. Oh my god, this guy. Fluffy clouds hung in the bright blue sky as the weather cleared up.
日差し、肌は大丈夫ですか？
ええ、平気。気温は下がらないけれど、木陰は涼しいわね。
Yeah, here's the thing. He's not even like loyal to Akari, right? His secretary. He's just using her as a plaything. Because because as we seen earlier and as we mentioned, he goes to like a bar where he gets to hang out with like all sorts of women there. Gets drunk late at night and does whatever he wants with the women there. So he's just the POS, right? And I don't know if the game is going to let us sympathize with him or anything, but nah, the hints are already there. Like even for the little subtle things, right? Once you see like in these portraits, his smile, right? When the lady was like slashing Aria's back of her neck, he was smiling. He was happy with this. He truly is malicious, I feel. And I don't know if Arya's going to ever like realize that she needs to get out of there. She is not just like a plaything for the cult. She is a person. Arya shielded her eyes from the sun with her hand as she squinted up at the sky. As I looked at her, I suddenly thought, wow. Her jet black hair appeared almost white in the sunlight. The sunlight slipping through the trees made her look even more radiant. So beautiful, like an angel from the heavens. Oh, look at that. That's such good art. Her black hair is beautiful, but if she didn't dye it, I guess it would look kind of like this.
なんだか眠くなってきたわ。眩しいと目をつむってしまうからかしら。
もう中に戻りますか？
そうね。それより、いちこ、少しだけ私の枕になってくれる？
Oh? Ah, there it is. There's that art that's also promoting the game. The moment I said yes, her head was resting on my lap.
描いたスケッチ、後で見せてね。
はい。
She looks even smaller than usual when she's all curled up. She's like a cute little kitty. Couldn't resist petting her head. I moved my hand gently onto her cheek. I wasn't sure if it was from the heat or some moisture from all the greenery, but her normally smooth, porcelain doll-like skin had a bit of tact to it.
なんだか天国に来たみたい。
I lifted my head and looked out over the vivid colors of the garden, brilliantly lit by the summer sun. The dahlias are still blooming, and so are the big, beautiful roses. The garden's so full of yellows, blues, and purples. It reminds me of a painter's palette. There were flowers bursting out of the ground everywhere I looked, all of them beautiful, many of them with names I didn't know. Ah, the sunflowers and the morning glories really didn't bloom. They just don't suit this place. I let my mind wander through the field of flower-related thoughts, and then... Uh-oh, the music stopped. I saw someone approaching through a cluster of tall flowers. Oh, it's the gardener.
彼女寝ているの？
はい。木陰の居心地が良くて少し眠くなったみたいで。
The gardener stood between us and the sun, casting his shadow on us. He looked down at Arya as she slept. What does he want?
すごく安心しているみたいだ。こんな顔は久しぶりに見た。
Hmm? He looks relaxed. Is he smiling? On closer look, even the eyes hidden by his bangs are softly narrowed.
そこに虫除けの線香を焚いておく。
ありがとうございます。
That was a surprise. I thought I was going to get mad again. He was surprisingly nice this time. Well, I guess he's probably just a bit socially awkward, right? He just wants to do his thing, do his work, and just call it a day. Yeah, there are some people like that. Like, initially you might think like, oh my god, this person is a jerk. I don't want to talk to him again, but they just can't express themselves properly and would rather like do than talk. They're more of like less talk, more action, as Jackie Bryant from the Virtua Fighter series said. Especially with the nasty looks he'd always give me. Ms. Arya is basically a god to the believers, after all. The white smoke from the incense twisted towards the sky like a snake, then vanished as if it had been eaten by the clouds.
寝息？珍しい。
Snoring? I mean, it doesn't matter though. I don't think anyone could look at her face right now and stay mad. The soft, quiet breeze felt lovely. I felt Arya's face break into another smile against my leg. My own eyelids were getting heavy too, and soon closed. I guess they both slept.
いちこ、
あ
最近急に大人っぽくなったよね。
Oh, hi, Sui. It's been a minute?
そう？全然変わってないと思うけど。本当？なんだろう、ちょっと色っぽい感じ？ふわーっていい匂いまでしちゃってるし。ありがとう。自分ではわからないけど、匂いは多分お嬢様の香水かポプリかな。
Potpourri.
ああ、それだ。前に話した時、いい香りって思った気がする。
That's the first time I've ever been told that I look like I'm in love. Is this because I've been spending so much time with Miss Arya? Is that enough to completely change a person's aura? I could say the same about Sui. She's the one who looks more grown up than me.
表情？え？
気がして、また少し焼けた？
そう、結構焼けちゃったんだよね。でも、もしかしたらそれだけじゃないかも。
Oh, what's going on, Sui?
何かあったの？
私実は恋人ができたんだ。
Hi, you sly girl.
そうなの？もしかして一緒に海に行った人？
そう、久しぶりに会うまでは全然意識してなかったのに、不思議だよね。気づいたら
Good for you, Sui. When did we talk about that anyway? It's been so long. She looks so happy.
ねえ、どっちから告白したの？やっぱり相手？
それは本当に聞きたい？のろけ話なんて退屈じゃない？
You know, it's kind of interesting that this game is strongly Yuri coded, even though like the game didn't even mention that it has Yuri, right? Yeah, there isn't even any mention of that, but once you actually see like Ichiko and Arya, and now we have Sui finding love with another girl, yeah, it is interesting. It is very interesting. But I guess they want to keep it like normal.
じゃあ聞いてもらっちゃおうかな。実は2回告白されてね、1回目は断っちゃったんだけど。
I haven't told Sui about Arya yet. I wasn't sure when I'd be able to. And seeing her so happy filled my heart with joy. I mean, Sui deserves it, you know? Because she's like legit, like a very nice and a very like good person. Like, I think she'd be very easy to befriend as well. Which was no doubt because I myself could now understand how much everything had taken a new shine. I can't believe that I never had any interest in talking about stuff when I was in elementary or middle school. But one thing led to another, and I met Miss Arya, and then I fell in love with her. It's good to be alive. Oh.
私、死ねるの？
Wait, that did not heal.
この傷、本当に本当なのね。
Oh. Then wait a minute. Is it possible that since they did that too much, like all the stabbings, all like the bleeding and whatnot, that she can't like regenerate her health anymore?
やっと縛り首になる日が来る。もう近づいてる。すぐそこまで。
Oh no, don't say that.
お母様、私に会いたい？私だって会いたいわ。ずっと会いたかった。でもどうして今なの？それとも今だからずっと待ち望んでいた終わりが来るのに幸せなだけでいられないなんて。この世界は私にどこまでも残酷なのね。
Oh man. Yeah, life really dealt her an unfair hand. Poor Arya.
おいで、アリア。もうお客様がお待ちだよ。
ええ、すぐに行くわ。
looked like it was going to rain that afternoon. The sounds echoing through the house were different in a way I couldn't put my finger on it. Mr. Almani hasn't said a word to me since he confronted me, which is probably for the best, but something feels off. He thinks what we have together doesn't mean anything. Things wouldn't have gone this way if I was a man. Granted, getting irritated at being left alone sounded pretty ridiculous coming from me. But I couldn't get over the rage and disgust that welled up inside me every time I saw Amane's face. I can't blame you for that, girl.
行く前に少しだけ抱きしめてもいいですか?
Weird timing for a hug, but...
ええ、構わないけれど。どうかしたの？
いえ、ただそうしたくて、それだけです。
Ah, she probably wants to check the injury, maybe? I wrapped my arms around her thin waist and pulled her towards me, pressing my cheek against her chest. Don't want to let go. Don't want anybody else touching you. Not Amane, not the believers. Things would be better if they didn't exist. I knew these feelings would only get more intense over time. It's already so much to bear. At this rate, my heart would collapse under all this weight.
行ってくるわね。
Arya gave me a gentle kiss. I watched as she walked away and heaved a heavy sigh. This isn't healthy. I must be content with things as they are. Who knows what will happen in the next year or two? What matters now is that I'm with Miss Arya, and our lives get to carry on like this.
よし。お嬢様が戻ってきたらずっとくっついていたいし、今のうちに今日の仕事を済ませちゃおう。
Okay. Ooh, there's Amane's room that we could check. But let's check the other rooms first before we hop in there. Wait a sec. The photo in the frame isn't a photo at all. It's a drawing. A drooping white flower. Looks so sad and lonely. Okay, let's check Ichiko's room. Maybe I should get done up to greet her if I can.
無理だ。そばで見ていて何もできないなんて絶対に耐えられない。はあ、根性なし。
Okay, bathroom. I never touched them, but I wonder if it'd be alright for me to tidy up the little things on the shelf. Lots of different lotions and things, but she tends to use the same stuff all the time. There's a bunch of things in the bag that I'm almost certain she never uses. They're probably expired by now.
何これすごい匂い。こんなの肌につけたら大変だ。
Still, I should probably ask before I throw them out. I'll put them in the closet for now. Okay, let's check Amane's room. This is a pretty gaudy room. The more I learn about Mr. Amane, the more I find it's all in poor taste. I absolutely do not want to clean it. I have to make this room cleaner than all the others. I had no idea what to expect next. But I was comforted by the fact that I could say I did my job well. Give the bookshelves a light dusting and then clean the floors. This is the box that had those engagement rings in it. I thought it was up on a higher shelf, but maybe it was here all along? I opened it without a second thought. Just like before, there were two extravagant rings nested in there. I wonder when he's planning on giving her this ring. Are they even going to get married? How much does Miss Yoshino even know about him?
これ内側にアリアって彫ってある吉野さんへのプレゼントじゃなかったの
Huh?
他の英語は読めないけど1949ってこの指輪を作った年何これどういう
My head was spinning as I slowly put the box back where I found it. Clean. I have to clean. What in the hell? $1949, that's around almost 20 years ago. And we know that Arya doesn't age very quickly. Or she stopped aging. Oh God, I don't know how I feel about this. The more I try not to think about it, the more it eats away at me. I have the absolute worst feeling about this. That was the year I was born. She would have been 16 back then, just like I am now. How old would Mr. Armani have been then? Maybe they were dating back then? But why would he still hold on to the rings they made years ago? Oh boy, if he's actually much older...
神はお前の罪を知っておられる。だからいつまで経っても死ねないんだ。わかっているのか？わかっていないな。お前は頭が悪いから。
These nasty words from the preparation room rattled around in my head. Is he bitter because things didn't turn out like he hoped? He's still obsessed with it even now. It's disgusting. I wanted to whisk Arya away from it all. As I thought about the resident's extravagance, I was reminded of just how little I really had. I want to push her away from him. I have to tell her what he did. But there's always a chance he'll chase me down and kill me for saying anything. She'd once again be stuck here alone with him, knowing what he's capable of. I mean... I mean, if he is a person who has no problem with cutting up like a girl, like Arya, if he knows of Ichiko telling Arya about what he does, then of course he's going to target her next. Because it's easy. It's easy, like, to get rid of, like, Ichiko because she has no family. She's an orphan. No one would even, like, bat an eye if, like, he did something bad to her, like, killed her because she managed to, like, spill the beans to Arya. So I guess that's also a good reason why he actually picked her, not just as a quote-unquote playmate for Arya, but because if she manages to, like, figure things out, like, he wouldn't have an issue of disposing of her. That's how malicious and vile Amane is.
どうでしょう。小雨だし、そろそろ止みそうですけど、たまには雨もいいじゃないですか。気温が下がって涼しくなるし、私は音も好きですよ。
音ね。でも雨って汚いのよ。
そう言われると、お嬢様って見かけによらずロマンがないですよね。現実的というか、なんというか。
そう？それじゃあつまらない？
面白いです。なんだか自分とは違う目でこの世界が見られるようで。
あら、奇遇ね。いちこと話していると、私もいつもそう思う。
She smuggled up and watched the rain soak the garden. Amane was out picking up one of the believers. It's no use. Just can't bring myself to tell her. Can't imagine she ever dreams of leaving this place. I have to face reality. Can't provide the same quality of life she's accustomed to, which means I can't tear her away from this place. What can I do here and now? Summer came to an end and autumn began. It was the first autumn in which Arya was part of my life. Is there anything I can do? Or do we just maintain our life as it is now? Come to think of it, Arya's birthday is in September. I wanted to go get her a present, but it completely slipped my mind. But I have to talk to Mr. Almani if I want to leave. I'll leave her alone, all alone with him. There's really nothing I can do.
お嬢様、暑くないですか？窓を開けます？なんだかいつもより体温が高い気がする。
それは暑いから出て行けってことかしら。いちこが一緒に寝たいっていう。
一緒に寝たいって。
Sorry.
私はお嬢様のベッドに行きたいって言ったんですけど。
そうだった？でもいいじゃない。狭いベッドでぴったりくっついて眠るのもたまには悪くないでしょ？
そうですね。冬なら？
もう、いちこったら文句ばっかり。だったら寝巻きを脱いだらいいじゃない。それだけでも涼しくなるはずよ。
それは恥ずかしいのでできません。
見えないのに？
見えなくても。
だったら暑いところを触ってあげましょうか。手は冷たいの。ひんやりしてよく眠れるかも。
ダメです。そうされるときっともっと暑くなる。
そうなの？
それに私、触られるより触りたい。
I see. That's interesting, Ichigo.
私に？
他に誰がいるんですか？
ダメよ、いちこ。くすぐったいわ。
I slid my hand down her side and she grabbed my wrist when I reached her thigh. Our fingers tangled and loosened as they danced beneath the sheets.
お嬢様の指、冷たいけど、やっぱりちょっと暖かい。
そう？きっといちこの体温が移ったのね。
私の手、熱いですか？
ええ。溶けそうなくらい。すごく。
My entire body was ready to melt as she whispered in my ear. I was still too hot, but in a good way. My body went limp and formless, like I no longer had bones. Damn. I may not be able to do much, but as long as we're this close, there's no room for Mr. Amane. Hand-holding, yes, hand-holding in bed as well. The unease lingered, but it was now mixed with an intoxicating sense of superiority. Gave me quite the rush. I was so delighted when I felt Arya flinch as I buried my face in her neck.
Ichiko? そのまま寝ていて。すぐに戻るわ。
Oh no, what are you doing?
消毒液の瓶がなくなってる。ああ、きっといちこね。まったく、仕事熱心なんだから。すごい匂い。でも、あれよりもウォッカの方が。
Why is it in the kitchen though? She wants to heal the uh-oh.
お父様、この瓶どこかに。
アリア、こんなところで何をしているんだい？
お父様、お帰りなさい。なんだか今夜は寝つけなくて、少し風に当たっていたの。
そうか。それで外に出てくるなんて珍しいな。それに雨は止んだようだけれど、この匂い苦手だろ？
ええ、だからもう十分。水も飲んで落ち着いたから部屋に。いちこの部屋に戻るわ。今日はあの子の部屋で眠ることにしたの。気分が変わって楽しいわ。
そうか。それはよかった。あの子を連れてきたばかりの頃は、見立てが外れたかと少々不安だったけれど、まさか同衾するほどの友情が芽生えるとはね。
ええ、本当に。いちこを見つけてくれてありがとう。それじゃあ、おやすみ。
あ、おやすみ。そうだ。すまないアリア。明日話すつもりだったけれど、今のうちに少しいいかな。あさってだけれど、少し特別なお願いの連絡が入ってね。覚えているかな？山下という神道。
山下。どうしてその名前が出てくるの？あの男に二度とこの屋敷の門をくぐらせないと言ったのは
Oh,
お父
that
様
guy.
だったでしょ？
Is it that guy who went insane?
ああ、だからこれはあくまで相談だよ。もちろん断っても構わない。ただ、アリアに尋ねもせずに私が決めてしまうのは少々気がとがめてね。というのも今日、今にも死にそうな声で彼から電話をもらったんだよ。先日、奥さんが亡くなったそうでね。身も心も限界のようだった。あまりに切実なものだから、私もつい同情してしまってね。いや、いくら弱っているとはいえ、アリアには関係のないことだ。すまない。軽率だったよ。そもそも温情で脱会させていないことも問題だ。酷だが、これを機に出てもらった方が。
待って。今、脱会させるの？これまでずっと放っておいたのに。
それが間違いだったんだ。こういうことは気づいた時に正さないと。とにかく、私の方で手続きを進めておくよ。余計なことを話して悪かった。それじゃあ。
そう。わかったわ。運命は待ってはくれないのね。
ん？何か言ったかい？
今、だから。そうなの。いえ、いいの。彼が来たがっているのは、あさって。
ああ、そうだけれど。
わかった。引き受けるわ。午後2時。
Oh
ここへ来るよ
no.
う伝えてちょうだい。
Don't do it, Arya. Come on.
アリア、本当にいいのかい？あの男は。
ええ、構わないわ。それじゃ。
ああ。おやすみ、アリア。
He's smiling. Huh. There's a discrepancy. It says fixative here, but there isn't any terms of says fixative. I guess it's a misspelling. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. What's done is done, and now I can use my paints. I was hoping to do everything by the book and paint over a sketch, but I have no idea how that even works. I'll just do what comes naturally. It's my first portrait after all.
ねえ、いちこの誕生日はいつ？
It was a quiet evening. The chorus of the cicadas had gone quiet for the night. I was flipping through a book in front of my canvas. Aria sat beside me, making a bracelet. I had just stopped and set the book at my feet when she just asked me about it.
12月です。親がいないので正確な日付はわからないんですが、育児院に預けられたのは年末だったみたいです。だから役所には大晦日で届けてあるって聞きました。
大晦日。そう。
急にどうしたんですか？もしかしてお祝いしてくれるつもりとか？
そのつもりだったけれど、ずいぶん先でつまらないなと思ったところよ。
だったら夏生まれってことにしてもいいですよ。どうせ本当に生まれた日なんて一生わかんないんですし。
あら、誕生日ってそんなに自由なものだったかしら？
私の誕生日だけ特別です。でも実際はクリスマスくらいのはずなんですよね。だからクリスマス生まれってことにしてくれたらよかったのにって前はよく思ってました。誕生日会はしてもらえないけどクリスマス会は育児院でもやったりするから。なんでクリスチャンじゃない私たちがクリスマスをお祝いするのかは今でもよく分かってないんですけど。
Yeah, it does seem kind of interesting that Japan celebrates like stuff like, you know, Christmas, Halloween. Yeah, Christmas and Halloween are like the two foreign vacations that have like Western origins, but they seem to treat it like holidays for them as well.
たくさんお菓子がもらえるし、部屋も飾り付けしたりして、それは結構楽しかったな。
飾り付け？
ここでもクリスマスのお祝いはしますか？
そうね。以前はツリーやリースを飾ったりして、私もきらびやかな雰囲気が好きだったけれど。
やめちゃったんですか？
ええ、そうなの。使用人も減って、わざわざそのために人を雇うこともないと思ったから。
なるほど。だったら今年はできますね。
え？
だって私がいるじゃないですか。今年はやりましょうよ、クリスマス。
ええ、そうね。いちこの誕生日もお祝いしなくちゃ。
Of course.
それはおまけですけど、覚えていてくれたら嬉しいです。
クリスマス。絶対忘れるわけないわ。
We promised to decorate once fall turned into winter. It was still a few months away, but my heart skipped a beat in anticipation. Oh geez, I may not be able to sleep tonight.
ねえ、いちこ、お願いがあるの。明日、お使いを頼まれてくれない？
お使いですか？もちろん構いませんけど。 初めてですね、そういうの。
ええ、誕生日の話をしていて思い出したのよ。お父様の誕生日、4月に何もできていなかったと思って。銀座のデパートにキリコのワイングラスがあるそうなの。催事で出される限定品だとか。この間パーティーでお客様が話してらしたの。その催事は確か今週、もう始まっているはずよ。短い期間のはずだから、ちょうど明日がいいと思って。なければイタリアのブランドネクタイね。他にも頼みたいものがあるから、それもすべて紙に書くわ。
I really don't want to celebrate his birthday at all. Once I leave, she'll be alone with Mr. Amane.
お嬢様も一緒に行ってくれませんか？ここから一人で銀座へなんて不安です。行ったこともないですし。
いちこなら大丈夫よ。私は来客があるから出られないわ。お駄賃は私が払うから休みということにしておいて。そうすればいちこも慌てずに自分の買い物ができるでしょ。
そんな、私が銀座で自分の買い物なんて。
あなたは自分で稼いでいる立派な女性よ。気になる店があれば堂々と入るといいわ。
Hang on. Is Arya worried that I haven't ever gone out since I got here? I thought back to the time I invited her out on a walk. I assumed that she was concerned that I hadn't gone outside since, with or without her. If that's the case, she'll only worried more if I resisted any further.
明日、吉野さんはいらっしゃいますか？
ええ、そのはずよ。どうして？
いえ、ただ前みたいなことがあったら怖いなって。天音さんや守衛さん以外にも人がいてくれないと。
大丈夫よ。明日来る方は以前にも会ったことのある人だから。
そうなんですね。だったら安心です。
You shouldn't.
え、それじゃ。これ、お金も渡しておくわ。多めに入れておいたから、何か困った時はそれを使って。もちろん、自分の買い物の足しにしてもいい。
あ、こんな大金、初めて見ます。
バッグとポーチも貸してあげる。もちろん洋服もね。明日は目いっぱいおしゃれして楽しんできて。きっといい気晴らしになるわ。
The next day,
素敵よ、いちこ。もう一度後ろを向いて。最後にシルエットを整えて。
I felt my cheeks flush as I looked at my reflection in the window. Arya lent me a lovely light pink dress with a matching bag, and she pulled my hair up with no small amount of effort into two tight buns. A thin layer of crimson lipstick, carefully applied by Arya herself, brought the look together. I've never gone out looking this fancy before. My heart feels like it's gonna leap out of my chest. I'm so nervous.
これでいいわ。
お嬢様、私緊張してきました。こんな格好で銀座なんて、おのぼりさんだってバレたらぼったくられるかも。
大丈夫。それ相応の店に行けば、みんなすぐにただのおのぼりさんじゃないって気づくはずよ。
A nice liberty there with the plain Jane.
それって、この服とバッグっていくらくらいするんですか？
そうね。 ない方がいいわ。
どうしよう、汚しちゃったら。
汚れて困るものは貸さないから安心して。泥んこになって帰ってきても構わない。だから目いっぱい楽しんできてね、いちこ。
お嬢様。ねえ、やっぱり一緒に行きませんか？私、お嬢様と出かけたいです。初めての銀座はお嬢様と一緒がいい。
いちこ、それはできないわ。仕事があるもの。
でも、お嬢様、ちょっと寂しそうな顔してますよ。
Puppy dog eyes.
それは私だって四六時中いちこと一緒にいたいから、少し離れるのだって寂しいわ。でもあなたはずっとここに閉じ込めておきたくはないの。いちこには広い世界を見ていてほしい。だから行って。車や電車に気をつけて。知らない人についていってはダメよ。
She tightly gripped my hand as she spoke to me like I was a little kid.
だから子供じゃないって言ってるのに。
子供だと思って言ってるわけじゃないわ。いちこだから言ってるの。本当に気をつけてね。
お嬢様。わかりました。気をつけて行ってきます。
ええ、いってらっしゃい、いちこ。
I let go of her hand and began waving goodbye. She narrowed her eyes and waved back.
いい天気。暑いけど買ったものが濡れても困るし、雨はいっか。
I haven't been off the property in 2 months. The station was left out of the gate, right? My nerves quickly turned into excitement, and before I knew it, I was practically running. My dress billowed out before me with each step. This dress would be a miniskirt on Miss Aria. I guess bright colors are really fashionable right now. Can't help but wonder what it looks like on her. Okay, I'll get Mr. Amani's birthday present, then find some clothes for myself. Can't get anything too fancy, so I'll have to look around for a bit. Huh? That's Amani, isn't it?
あまねさん。
I froze as he came into view. He whistled happily as he washed his brand new white car in the courtyard by the fountain.
ああ、いちこくん。いいじゃないか。アリアの見立てかな。素晴らしい。孫にも衣装だ。
I clean up well. He wasn't this snide before. He doesn't care about a relationship one bit. I can feel it.
ああ、すまない。孫にもは余計だったね。
いえ、では。
いい天気だ。きっと銀座も賑わっているだろうね。プリンアラモードでも食べてゆっくりしてくるといい。
ありがとうございます。それじゃあ。
ああ、いってらっしゃい、いちこくん。
I gave a slight bow and charged toward the front gate. And here I was in a good mood. I don't want to leave Miss Aria's side. It is a huge relief leaving Mr. Amani behind.
ごめんね、いちこ。私、嘘をついた。
Huh?
誕生日は祝えないわ。今年も、来年も。だって、私たちに冬は来ない。
No way. Well, since we transitioned into a different area, I would say that this would very much... Oh, oops, sorry. This would very much be a good place to stop for tonight, right? She is in the city now, but... Ah, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to Aria after this. This sounds very ominous. I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, let's hope for the best and see what's going to happen next time. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching either live or via the archives as usual. Tomorrow we'll be playing some more 2XKO, and you know, after a long day of like being busy with IRL stuff, you want to sit down and pick up your controller and play a character who doesn't need much brain power when it comes to usage. And well, this one character named Darius is pretty good at achieving that goal. So we're gonna see how much we're able to do work with the big lumbering axe wielding exaggerated angry man. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm gonna try like a different fuses with him as well. We're definitely gonna try Juggernaut Darius as well. So Juggernaut in 2XKO is basically you are alone. You are playing one character, but you do a lot more damage, and your fury gauge is already available. So yeah, you can delete life bars with perhaps maybe a couple of touches. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But before I go, let me see if I can send you somewhere on Twitch. Just give me a second. Who can I send you guys to? Is there anyone playing a visual novel? Yeah, not many people playing that. Now, who's this though? Let me actually check. Ah, that's Spanish. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, unfortunately, a game like this, you can't find like a lot of people playing visual novels. Let's see. Well, I couldn't send someone to 2XKO because, you know, we're going to play that tomorrow. Yeah, I have no idea who we could raid. So we're going to have to close it here for tonight. No raid for tonight, unfortunately. But yeah. Guys, I hope you all have a great night, evening, or afternoon, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.